always better when we win. It's always a good thing.
Russ, what was the process from getting to the end of that game and how last week ended to kind of where you guys were tonight?
Well, it's the same process as always, and we've been able to do that for the past 5 years. Is to be able to, you know, when we're in the moment, obviously in a game or whatever, hopefully we win. But no matter what the circumstances are, we always move on to the next situation. I think that's always kind of been our thought process is have a great week of preparation. We had an unbelievable week, one of the better weeks we've had all week. I thought the offensive line did a tremendous job all week, and I thought they did a tremendous job on the field, obviously. And we were able to run the ball, we were able to throw the ball with will, we were able to do a lot of things. And you know, it's a tribute to those guys and their work ethic. And then as a team effort, you know, I think that, you know, you have to have amnesia in this game. You know, and that's the same thing you have to have in just pro sports in general. You have to be able to move on from the great week you had before, or the not so great week you've had before, and move on to the next opportunity. And we've always been able to do that because it comes back to one thing. It comes back to the preparation, the hard work.
Now that he's back, how instrumental is?
Say it again.
Now that he's back, how instrumental is Justin Britt?
Okay, Justin, you know, I thought Joey Hunt did a great job last week. He's going to be a phenomenal football player for us, and it's key that he can step in, like I was telling you guys earlier in the week. It's a great thing that we can have guys to be able to come into the game, you know, and to be able to have that game experience. I think that's the major positive from what we've experienced this year. In terms of Justin Britt, he's tough as nails. He's extremely smart, loves the game. He's, you know, arguably one of the best centers in the league right now, you know, up front, and he's doing a great job of pass protecting, great job of run blocking. He's making all the right calls. And then in terms of our pass protection, me and him are seeing it just right and just doing things the way we need to. So, you know, he brings an experience too. You know, he's played in a lot of big moments, you know, from Super Bowls to playoff games to all that. So that's key to have in that core middle position, and you want to be able to have that. And you know, I love playing with him just because that experience I think with both of us kind of playing off of each other really helps.
How big is getting Thomas Rawls back to kind of be a Thomas Rawls?
Well, you know, he's worked extremely hard all week, all off season, all year to be able to be where he's at right now. And you saw the electricity that he has when he's on the field, the energy, the toughness. He's got great hands. He runs the ball extremely well, obviously. He's got breakaway speed that showed up tonight. You know, so he can do it all. And he showed that last year, and he's showing it right now.
You guys scored on 8 of your 11 drives. What allowed you guys to move the ball so well tonight?
Well, we were in attack mode. We stayed in it. We kept believing in one another. I think the defense gave us some cool opportunities too. But like I said, it comes back to the offensive line giving us enough time. They're strong up front. They gave me enough pass protection time to be able to let the ball loose. I thought they, in terms of the run game, we were able to run it at a very, very high rate, in which their run defense is really, really good. I think they're the #1 run defense in the National Football League, something like that. So we were able to key our blocks and make those plays. And when we needed to, we made the clutch plays. And the good thing for us is I think we're 7 for 14 on third down, which is 50-50, which is what we want to be at. And that's winning football. And I think the best part is, the thing that I look forward to is, I think we were 2 for 6 in the red zone. And, you know, we were able to score a lot of points, but if we can capitalize on those opportunities too, that shows where we really are. And so we're really, really close. And we believe that because of the work that we put in during the week.
Is it kind of a good sign for the passing game when you're getting a bunch of different, I mean, it was like 4 guys had
Yeah.
60-plus yards. Do you like it when it's getting kind of balanced like that?
For sure. I mean, it's hard for them to figure out who to cover. Obviously, you have you know, Jimmy Graham playing tight end. He's making all the catches and crazy plays all over the field. And Doug Baldwin's lights out. He's tough to cover in all situations. Tyler Lockett had a phenomenal night, kickoff returns, the run that he had, the catches that he made. Jermaine Kearse going up for footballs down the field, making plays on the flank, being tough as nails. You know, UW Husky guy, you know, so me and him have been going back and forth about that all week. Who's the real UW? But, you know, but he had a great week. You know, he really showed up tonight. That was really cool. Nick Vannett made a really nice catch up the seam, and to get him the football was really cool to see. He's going to be a great football player. So there's so many different guys. They were very, very versatile. I thought our running backs did a great job, like I said, too. They can catch the ball really well and run physical, as you know. And I thought, thinking about Pope, too, him stepping into the game and making a couple of plays, that was pretty cool, too.
On a personal level, Russell, you guys have talked a lot about kind of Jimmy getting back healthy and playing at a high level again. It's probably similarly to how you guys feel about how Thomas played tonight, kind of everything that he's been through in the offseason, this season, and how to perform the way he did today, you know, personal gratification.
Well, I think it goes to the testament of the character of man that you have. you know, he's so tough. You know, he wants everything to just be just right. He's an ultimate competitor, just like the rest of our guys. We got a lot of those guys on our football team. I think that's why we've been able to be so successful for a while now. But you know, I think about Thomas Rawls, and I think about he's always been the underdog, like a lot of us. In his situation, you know, it's very, very simple. It comes back to the work. You know, it's not some mystical thing. You know, and it comes back to the work. Every time he touches the football in practice, he's running it hard. Every time he gets a chance to get extra work, he's getting that extra work. He loves to ask questions. He's studying. He's passionate about the game. He's passionate about his teammates. And so, you know, you expect greatness from him. And sometimes it's a process. Sometimes, obviously, when you go through bumps and bruises, you got to overcome them. But it's the test of time, you know. And he can always stand the storm, and he's been able to do that for us.
You touched on it, but what do you think of Tyler Lockett's 75-yard TD run?
Man, the kid's, you know, lightning fast. So just to be able to watch him, you know, first play of the half come out and to be able to do that, I think our line did a tremendous job of heading up their blocks. The tight ends did a great job, and we were able to escape out on the edge. And I was joking with Tyler. I said, you know, Tyler, when I was 195 back in high school my senior year, I used to run like that. Yeah, I mean, the kid's just, you know, so fast. So that was pretty awesome to watch.
Russ, you've never had to play without Earl Thomas here for an extended period of time. Just what's this stretch going to be? What do you lose without having him out there?
Well, you lose one of the best safeties to ever play the game, in my opinion. Obviously, in Earl Thomas, you know, he can do it all. He can run. He can catch. He's physical coming downhill. You know, he's one of many heartbeats back there. You know, and so, you know, I was able to see Earl in the locker room. Obviously, it's a devastating thing for him and for all of us, but at the end of the day, somebody's got to step up, and Steven Terrell's done a great job. He's going to step up and do a great job. He's a tremendous football player, and I was able to talk to Earl in there, and just, you know, I was talking to Earl about just being able to, you know, be there for everyone else in the sense of, you know, a guy like Steven, because, you know, he's got so much knowledge. Earl has got so much knowledge back there. He understands the game. He's got an interesting way how he plays the game, and we're going to need that down the stretch. And so Earl's going to be great. He's going to be great. He's going to be able to overcome. He's going to prevail. Obviously, it's a process, and there's nothing that he can't do. And that's the thing. If it's going to happen to anybody, which it really is unfortunate, he's the guy that you know, he's going to be able to overcome any situation, and so he'll be back and he'll be stronger than ever, and we'll try to do everything we can to win a lot of football games.
Obviously, he's a great player. How do you kind of make up for some of the passion and fire that he brings to this team?
Well, it's kind of, the good thing is we have a plethora of it. It goes all across the board, from left to the right, from the offense to defense to the special teams. So we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be ready to roll, and it's disappointing, obviously, you know, and he's passionate. So we'll have to bring a little bit extra, and that's the good thing. You know, we want him around because he's like I said, he's the best in the league at what he does, and we need that. So even that communication is key, and so we're excited about being able for Steven to have to step up into the role. We're not nervous about it. He'll be great at it. He's tremendous back there. So it's disappointing, obviously, to lose a guy like Earl Thomas and a great friend. You know, he's a great friend. So, but he'll be back, like I said.
Knowing him as you do, what do you make of him tweeting possible retirement?
I think it's just a moment, you know. I think that, you know, when you have a person that's so competitive, it's just a little disappointing. You know, such high hopes for what the season was going to be for him and where he wanted to go this season and all those things. So, and ultimately, you know, Earl Thomas he's a winner. Earl Thomas is a winner, and he wants to help us win in every way possible. And unfortunately, he won't be on the field, but he's going to help us in a lot of other ways. He's going to help us win in a lot of other ways through the communication, through the dedication that he brings. You know, we're going to be inspired by his treatment. You know, he's going to be the guy that's going to get back out there and do everything he can as soon as he can. Obviously, it won't be right now, but like I said, he's a great friend, great teammate. He's an inspiration to all of us. And like I said, he's an ultimate winner. You know, he knows how to win, and so we're going to need that from him and that passion.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks. Soto.